What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Kart Smart TV. And today we're working on a gas model Club Car DS. Customer stated that it was donated to them for the organization that they run, and they have no clue any history about it whatsoever. They just know that it don't run. So we're going to dive into what we got and then figure out what we got going on. Club Car DS, just a plain Jane standard version. It's going to be a 1996 model. Of course, we got the wonderful Kawasaki motor in it. Quite dirty in there, but that's alright. So I always drop these things into mechanics mode when I first get them, and cut the key switch on. We're going to try it. And we've got nothing. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check that battery, make sure it's got good voltage in it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we can see that the battery voltage is basically not there, 0.2 on it. So we're going to throw a battery charger on this thing for a little while and see what we get when we get back up to battery voltage. Alright guys, so we still got the charger hooked up to the battery. But we're going to find out if we can get some life out of this thing. Hey. There we go. Okay, so we got it turning over. Probably go through a tune-up. We're going to need a snubber here. Nice little oil change. Put a spark plug in it, air filter of course, and then go from there. Next thing I will do here before I do any of the oil change stuff or tune up or anything is going to be to make sure I got spark. Alright guys, so you can see I got my spark tester plugged up here. Get this thing to turn over again. Bear with me while the belt catches. Very good fire there, so that's going to be a plus for this. And like I said, we are going to change that belt so it'll shut up. Contact the customer and let them know what we think is going to be the proper way to go with this. Alright guys, so we got the new belts on. Had to put new fuel line and filters in, which filter comes with the kit. Spark plug, oil filter. The only thing left that we got to do is get them a tire. They got one that just continuously goes flat no matter what, because the valve stem is cut on it or dry rotted and it's causing it to leak. But definitely needed to get belts on this cart. But it's got all our filters, all that good stuff in. Now it's time to hit the gas and see if we can get her to come alive. Alright, I'll recheck spark and all that good stuff here just to make sure. Alright, let's try this again. Alright guys, so it's alive. I think we're going to have to pull the carb and clean it. Seems a little sluggish there, trying to start, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Super easy to do. Pull this bolt here, pull these two screws, you'll take this cover out of your way, and then pull your air hose off. Then you have 10mm nut, 10mm nut, emissions hose here, gas hose here, carburetor slides off, and then you can tear it apart and get it all cleaned up and go back on, and it should be fine. So that's what I'm gonna do now, guys. Alright guys, so here, let's see if we can get it to wake up since we've cleaned the carb. You can still hear it surging a little bit. We'll take it out for a ride, see if we can get that to clear up over some time, over some heat cycling built up. Could just be a bad tank of gas too. Hard to say at this point, but generally it's pretty simple to get those carbs cleaned out, and most of the time they'll go back to operating like they're supposed to. Cleaned it out pretty good, looked real good on the inside, so now it's just about time to, you know, like I said, put some heat cycles through it and see if it'll clear on up after a little bit of riding around. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it out, give it a little ride, come back and see what we got. Alright guys, so you seen yesterday I had this cart running real well. Was doing really good. Shut the shop up for the night yesterday. Come back this morning because the customer was gonna come and get this bad boy today, and run into a issue where it did not crank on me. And it wouldn't turn over, it wouldn't do anything. So first thing I did, grab my meter, really low battery voltage, and I was like, what the world? So it wouldn't turn over, wouldn't do anything, wouldn't even click the solenoid. Well, I hooked the battery charger up, gave it a few minutes to get it above you know, battery voltage, and then I got it to turn over, and got it to fire. But it was still running rough, and the numbers were not moving. My voltage was not moving on my meter here. Well, come to find out, our voltage regulator was no good, and so I had to go through the process of opening our box here, pulling the old one out, dropped us a new one in there. Get my overpriced light out here. Got the cart running. I actually ended up having to also put a carburetor on this thing, because even after doing my cleaning service on it yesterday, it just still did not clean it out good. And yeah, so we got a carburetor on it this morning, voltage regulator in it. We're going to just double check right here that we're getting a good charge in the system. And so you can see right there that we were running at 14.5 to 15.2 volts when it's running. So now we are absolutely certain that this is recharging the battery as the cart's being used, and the customer is on their way. So a little bit of a pain this morning, but that's alright. You run into that kind of stuff in the golf cart world. Hopefully this video helped some of you guys out. Remember, if your battery is not charging, if you're not seeing that higher voltage when the golf cart is running, you most likely have a bad voltage regulator. We have those videos on the channel as well to see how you can test these things, just to make sure. So go through and see if you can find you one if you need to. If not, reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you out. And as always, guys, thank you for watching so much. Thank you. And don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget about our QR code at the bottom of the screen here for the website. It takes you directly to it, and you have access to all the parts that you see me use on all of our golf carts, and plus the accessories that you can put on your golf carts. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. Have a good day.